catching flies in his mouth, tasting freedom while he dares, then crawling back to the top of the stairs, He won't see the sun again for years to come. He's broken out in love. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda, and Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Welcome to TFSPOD, always known as a Few Show Podcast. This is 24/7 Lou, and that's
Ric-Hard, and yeah, there's nothing else to add on that one. It was a somber opening, but we're here.
And that's
the one-man band, and having two wrestling legends go out a day apart from each other is hard, but it's even harder when it's somebody so young. Terry Funk, even though he was almost 80 years old, so we can at least say he had a long life. But Wyndham Rotunda, otherwise known as Bray Wyatt, it was just starting, and before you know it, it just ended.
Yeah, folks. This is TFSPOD, always known as a Few Show Podcast. This is a wrestling podcast of super fans slapping each other with facts, opinions, and predictions. Also, the home of Goldie. And then we have a special shout out, Ric-Hard, for who?
Well, folks, we are the number one listened to podcast by adult film stars, and we got a shout out for One Man Band.
We went with, if I'm not mistaken, a Bill of Danger, correct?
That is correct.
All right. Yes. Danger. High voltage.
I love it. You guys are so great.
I don't know if we love danger, but that's great.
Well, this kind of danger I can definitely get behind.
More ways than one. Okay.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, you got it.
All right, folks. Yes. In this episode, we will be talking about Impact Wrestling and New Japan's Multiverse United 2. Which was it caught us by surprise the time it started. But I have to be honest about that. It was,
that I didn't see any of it. I've only seen what the aftermath is.
Yeah, because this might be one of the most quickest recaps we've ever done. But before we get to that, the one-man band, give us that line that everybody loves.
Ric-Hard, get the scoreboard, sir.
All right. Let's try to see if I can pick up the energy here, but just a bit. Scoreboard after Multiverse United. I wish I didn't have to update it because the wrong person won, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
The right person did win.
But we gotta do what we gotta do here, folks. But first off, let's go to our sponsor. This scoreboard is brought to you by the Be a Friend campaign. Folks, one thing that we can say after recent news with the recent losses in wrestling, if you've been distant with someone, if you haven't really chatted with them or just checked in on them in a while, you never know who could use a friend. Kindness goes a long way. So if you have a chance, maybe this weekend, maybe before work, maybe a little bit after you start your morning, check in on someone you haven't checked in on in a while just to see how they're doing. You never know what kind of impact you have on people's lives. So be a friend. All right. That being said, my friend Lou is in the lead at 17 points. Yeah.
Yeah, the march is continuing.
Yeah.
Still not your best score for a year, but you know, there's still a good
Year's not
4
over.
months left.
The year's not over.
Oh, come on, one man band. You're our best hope here because you're in second place at 13 points, and we need a more confident picture. Maybe if we get a more confident picture, we can turn this around.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
One guy.
And then,
Awesome.
yeah, he's rooting for you. All right. Settle down, dude. Settle down. Following behind the one-man band in third place, it is myself at 10 points.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep, there we go. And behind me, we've got in fourth place, Main Event Jeff. Hey, what?
Hey, I want to say one thing about Main Event Jeff. He is very close with a lot of calls. Unfortunately, sometimes it goes the other way, and I know that feeling. And then one year something happens and everything clicks and everything goes. But hang in there, Jeff.
Yeah,
got this.
no, Jeff just had one of the best rookie years on the show last year, and he's
got
super
this,
close
Jeff.
to getting to the double-digit club.
Jeff, I'm pulling for you. I'm pulling for you to knock out Ric-Hard.
Oh, I knew there was something odd going there when Lou got super supportive. I should have known.
Go for third.
I should have known. Go for third. That'll be, man. I am precariously the weak link of the three right now, and I need to step it up with this prediction game. All right. That said, behind Jeff in fifth place, we have a tie between the randomizer. He really needs a new picture. He's always angry.
Yeah.
Look at him. Flip the bird. And also, Big Al. Right. More on him
Big
later.
Al.
He
Big
did
Al.
some
I know
good
you're
picks
listening. I
all
know you're
in.
listening, Big Al. I know you're listening, Big Al.
Yeah.
I want to see more from you. Get these guys off of me.
Yeah. No. Yeah, we know what that's about. Then behind them, we've got another tie for seventh place. And it is between Jay Few. Jesus, the sound effect's a little early. Calm down. Sound guy's got his finger on the buttons here. Jeez. Jay Few, who's at 2 points, and he is alongside Bogey, who currently has a placeholder image because we don't have his file photo. We use with something close enough. It's a clown. Because who doesn't like clowns? You know. All right, maybe a couple people don't like clowns. That is one of the top 10 fears. But anyways, they're in tie. And behind them is everyone else who's at 0. Folks, as great as it is to have a tight-knit group of people who submit predictions, we could always use extra people submitting picks. It makes it more fun when there's extra people. Maybe someone could take more points away from Lou to give us a chance to get in the lead. Come on,
I'm working on it.
Come on, folks. We want to hear from you. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Give us a dislike. Give us some feedback. We'll find you if you give us a dislike, and we'll ask for some more critical feedback before hitting me with a chair. Anyways,
hitting you with a chair.
That's the scoreboard. Back to you, Lou.
Hitting him with a chair. What the heck? All right.
Yeah. You give us a dislike. We go find you. We ask you, hey, we see that you dislike what we do. Can we ask you for some feedback onto what we can do to improve? And then, like, while they're listing the things that we do poorly, we hit them with a chair, so they could sit down.
By the way, I have to admit something on this episode. I'm going to admit something that I should have admitted on the pre-show when we're not recording. I have a sickness now. Whenever I see a table, a folding table anywhere, I just think of wrestling as somebody should go through a table. I don't know why now. At work, they had a big celebration. At another job, better yet said. At another gig, they had a big table spread of food and everything. And the first thought in my mind when I saw it was somebody should go through that table. At the end of this night, somebody has to go through that table. I don't know why, but again, this is how much of a wrestling fan I am. But I shouldn't be admitting this all that we're doing the recording. But yeah, whenever I see a table.
All right, Lou. Lou.
I don't see enough chairs.
Remember not to keep folding table.
I don't see enough chairs to get that feeling yet, but I bet you I will soon if I see enough chairs. Anyway, back to the show. Multiverse United started super damn early. Hold on a second. You know what? I'm gonna change.
Just to check, when did? Okay, wait. Go ahead.
Hold on. Sorry about that. I know we mentioned this. Do you guys have any good memories of any Terry Funk or Bray Wyatt matches that you guys want to talk about before we continue on with the other things?
Well,
go ahead.
If you want to go first, go for it. Go, Ric-Hard, if you want.
I've got for Terry Funk. I got the on DVD. I saw the Rise and Fall of ECW DVD, and I don't know who he's having a match with. So there's one match in ECW where he's wrestling somebody. I want to say it was either Sabu or Sandman or something, one of the ECW originals, and you just hear them. They were doing thumbtacks. There was barbed wire ropes. I forget the match, but I remember watching it with my friend, and you know how you can sometimes hear the wrestlers like saying stuff and shouting stuff as if they're calling spots. He wasn't calling spots, but it was like he was trying to will himself through the pain of the spot because they were fighting back and trading shots. And I believe one of them had barbed wire wrapped around their hands, or both of them had barbed wire wrapped around their hands. So one would hit the other. And at some point, Terry Funk just shouts very loudly after getting punched or kicked in the face. You just hear Terry Funk go, I don't give a shit. It's the guy back. I remember watching that match. And I was like, this is freaking hilarious.
Jesus, man.
Terry Funk is just a different breed. He's just a different breed, man. And it's just, I could, if you put a gun in my head, I couldn't remember the match. I have it on the DVD somewhere. I'll probably rewatch it one of these days. And it's just, me and my friend were watching it, and we had to pause and just start laughing. We're like, man, Terry Funk is wild, man. Absolutely wild.
He was something else, man.
Man, how about you?
In terms of Bray.
Okay. Yeah. No, you got your Bray Wyatt one too.
Yeah, I want to do one for both. I got two for Bray Wyatt only because I got to see him, and I'm very thankful for this, even though it was not the best match of the night on the card. I'd argue it was actually the worst one. When I went to go see WrestleMania 33 live, it was him defending the championship against Randy Orton in what was a stellar build-up, but just the payoff was not what I really had hoped for. It was the match where they projected bugs onto the ring. Looking back on it, I'm glad. Yeah, with Randy Orton, the first disappointing Randy Orton WrestleMania match, not the second one. But I'm glad I got to see him live. It's very special now. Thinking about it, I'm glad I got to see him wrestle once live in person. At WrestleMania, no less. It's hard to say you went to a WrestleMania and saw a good Bray Wyatt match because he had a handful, but one of them happened in an arena with nobody in it because it was a theatrical match during 2020. And then you also had the other good one was against John Cena also years earlier. But that's one memory, and then the other memory I'll always have is the Undertaker 25 Survivor Series tribute match, where the Brothers of Destruction teamed up to face 2 members of the Wyatt family, and they ended up winning. And if I'm not mistaken, Bray Wyatt was one of the guys that took the tombstone at the end. It's either Bray Wyatt or Eric Rowan. One of them, or both of them, took it. Either way, stellar match, awesome stuff. Yeah, good stuff, and all the stuff with Alexa Bliss too as the Fiend. That was pretty enjoyable.
All right, and the one-man band.
So for Terry Funk, besides his time in WCW and ECW, you know, when he was in WWE as Chainsaw Charlie, you know, when he was, I think he was tag teaming with Mick Foley when he was Cactus Jack. So it was Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie. You know, I remember those matches specifically, and I think, if I remember correctly, one of the spots was them against the New Age Outlaws, and the New Age Outlaws threw Chainsaw Charlie in a dumpster, and they threw him off the stage. I want to say, it was something like that. I remember that one specifically.
That was it. Yep,
that was a good one. It was a good match, and also, for a little known fact, Terry Funk was actually in a movie back in the days. I don't know if you guys know this, but he was in the movie Roadhouse.
Wow.
He was in Roadhouse. If you remember, he was one of the original bouncers in the movie before Kurt Russell took over and basically fired everybody. He fired him specifically because he was doing side transactions, and so he was a compromised bouncer. So Kurt Russell threw him out, and he got upset in the movie. He was like, "You're making a mistake." So that was Terry Funk. So, you know, Terry Funk was in his like early 40s at that time, or actually mid 40s at that point. So there's that. So there's that little nugget of trivia for you. And then as far as Bray Wyatt goes, we were just talking about this off air. The WrestleMania 36 match with John Cena. Well, match, but we call cinematic match. Which, you know, at the time when I was watching, I was like, "What in the world am I watching?" But then now looking at it 3 years removed and looking at it in hindsight, is a masterpiece of storytelling. You know, masterpiece of storytelling. Like such a good turn of events and such a good progression. And then also just, you know, every iteration that he's ever had. You know, the Fiend, when he was the Eater of Worlds, you know. But his Fiend persona, you know, was really cool. Like I remember, you know, especially when he had Alexa Bliss under his wing. You know, that was great times. You know, and it's just every iteration that he ever did. You know, was such a cool thing. You know, and also the pedigree that he came from. You know, people forget his dad was IRS. You know, IRS. Then he became VK Wall Street. In WCW and with the NWO. His grandfather was Barry Windham. You know, like it's pretty cool, dude. Or his uncle was Barry Windham. I can't remember if it was his uncle or his grandfather. And then, you know, and then Bo Dallas, his brother. You know, Bo Dallas in his own right is very, very creative.
At one point, the longest reigning NXT champion.
Yeah. And then it's really sad that they never pulled the trigger on him joining the Wyatt family. You know, they had teased that. They had said that they were going to put him together with like the brothers together to do like basically a run. I wish that would have happened, you know, but unfortunately that never happened. He did, however, have that.
The rumor was he was going to be Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, that's right. He was going to be Uncle Howdy. And then I also, you know, when he was tag teaming with Matt Hardy, you know, with Woken Matt Hardy, and you know the Leader of Worlds tag team, you know, that was I thought that was a pretty cool time. You know, 2018. This was right before he went in as the Fiend. So, you know, definitely some good memories. And it's sad. It's sad to see somebody. Sad to see somebody. Pass on so well in general, but especially when they're young, it hurts even more because you think all of this potential that they could have had. That this untapped potential that potentially they had coming, and then now looking at his last return promo from October of last year is very kind of gut wrenching because you see him all emotional and saying that like I was at a point in my life where I wasn't sure if I could do it, but you fans brought me back and you all believed in me and you never let me down. And for that I thank you. And he was very, very emotional. And I look back at that and I go, wow, man, that what a promo. And to think, God, less than a year later he's gone. You know, so
Just like that.
It's
Nope.
just
Yeah.
sad. It's just so sad.
Yeah.
Like I haven't felt this down and upset about a wrestler passing since Scott Hall. Scott Hall for me was big, and this is like close. It's I wouldn't say it's at Scott Hall's level for me personally, but it's close.
Yeah. So yeah, there are a few memories that we have there, sharing about Terry Funk and Wyndham Rotunda. But let's let me bring back the show to back where we were going to go with, which is Impact Wrestling. I don't know how to do a transition, but here we go. Impact Wrestling and New Japan Multiverse United 2, which started really early.
Yeah, going into multiverse theory, there's another universe somewhere where both Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt are still alive wrestling right now.
Yes.
Hopefully.
So let's do the recap here with this one. And our first matchup that we had was a pre-show one, which we had Joe Henry, Yo-Yo Mura, and
Heath with the win.
Yeah.
That's right,
with
baby. That's right, baby. That's
By
right.
the way,
Lou.
I have to credit
Say
this
it.
one for giving me a victory. I have to credit this one for giving me a victory because I said I hate going with this, but I'm going to go with it, and I picked Heath on this one. Here they are celebrating after the match, and here was the scoreboard.
There you go. Yep.
I know. I was going to go with them, but then I said, you know what? I have to go with it. I have to go with them.
Lou, you have to accept it. You can't be a hater. Just join the Slaters.
Oh no, I can be a hater. That's not a problem. Just in this match, I thought they were going to win.
Just all right. Just keep drinking that haterade. I'm just gonna be taking that Slaterade. I gotta work on that. Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. All right. Keep going.
All right. Kenny King versus Kanemaru.
Yoshinobu
Kanemaru.
Yeah, again, I don't have an image of this for this one after the victory, but we do have Kenny King retaining the championship. Again, I don't have any much information. I do have some things I have from other people who tell me what happened. King bounces back with a spine buster for a near fall of his own. Kanemaru grabs the referee to create distraction. King avoids the Amber Mist, then connects with a Royal Flush to win. And that's where Kenny King retained his digital media championship. That's what I have for that matchup.
And this was on the main show, right?
This was Countdown.
The opener?
This was Countdown.
Oh, still?
Yeah, it was two Countdown matches. Yeah, 2 Countdown matches. So then, that's what we had there. And then we had to open up the show, we had the Junior Heavyweight X Division Scramble.
Worth 2 points.
Yep. Chris Sabin won that one. And I believe what's my scoreboard here?
This is what gets me. We were neck and neck, Lou. We were neck and neck.
Yeah, what did you pick?
I picked the same one.
Kenny, main event Jeff and the randomizer were the ones that were out on this one. That's how we won that one. The score is 3-. You can see the score there now. By that was 2 points too, right?
Yeah, that was 2 points. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Man.
2 points there.
That set the
making sure.
that set the tone. Yeah, that set the tone. And then this match was what was the one of two that took me out.
Oh yeah, who'd you pick on
Not
this one?
mistaken. I
No,
picked
you
the
won't-
people
you-
who didn't win.
Didn't
Didn't I?
Hold on a
Didn't I?
second.
I'm pretty
Sorry.
sure. Yeah, I think I picked TMDK.
You did? Sorry, I don't have.
Go to the
match
next
list.
slide. Go to the next slide, and I'll tell you.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Why do you think you're in the lead?
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. That's true on that one. Yeah.
See,
well, there
this
we
is
go.
what I get for choosing the team that actually has a tag team name.
Oh yeah. Too much. Yeah, you picked too much Donkey Kong.
Yeah. The mighty don't kneel, as they're actually called, so we don't confuse fans.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, then we go for the women's match, which is a tough one because I went against Diana Purrazzo on this one.
And
But
this
it
one
did pay
took me
off.
out too.
And it did get a payoff. We did have, what's your name again? Giglia? Julia? Googly? I don't know. I can't say it.
Julia.
But it's spelled differently.
It's spelled differently, but it's just I think she's trying to be Italian.
All these creative kids nowadays. Anyway, here's the scoreboard. I was getting a bigger lead by now. Multiverse.
Yeah, those are the two matches that said it. That's it. I was out by that point, and it was so upsetting. I want to just let the people listening know. It went from hey, I'm doing pretty good. Hey, look at that, to just instantly just lose like this happened. I'm like, no, this happened. No, and it's just because we weren't aware that the show was starting early. Apparently, they had an early finish, and it was just all rapid fire on results in the chat, and I was just like, oh, there we go, it's over.
Yeah, I don't know why it started so early. This show, it's not like they're on the West Coast or something. It was all East Coast, or like they're in another country or something. They were in the East Coast. They're in Philadelphia, unless it's really bad neighborhood around the 2300 arena. That had to start the show early. Everybody get out before it gets dark. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say on this.
Dark.
Or there's a bingo hall.
Hey, there was a very important. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's a very important bingo game happening that Sunday night. All right.
You have to clean the arena, bring the tables in.
We're gonna have the finalists of bingo play head to head.
The senior citizen homes has to have booked the event like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Anyway, they
were like, all right, okay, yep.
So, but again, you see, this is the thing that upsets me, man. I get that they're in the. I don't know. They're not indies to me. This is big time pro companies. New Japan is a big thing. It's not like no. It just started yesterday or nothing. Impact. I know it's had very different names and very different ways of change, but still,
different
what
ownership.
What are you guys doing?
Yes.
What are you guys doing with this stuff? You have the whole. You had the weekend. There was nothing else wrestling wise, pay per view wise going on big. You weren't competing against anyone. You did, at least thank God you didn't have it on a Friday, like you always do. You had it. You had it on a Sunday for crying out loud.
Here we go. Here we go. Lou.
Hold on.
How about,
I gotta get it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Where is it?
All right. Well,
Where
in that
is
case, use the proper picture if you're gonna do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna sound off on this one right now. Here we go. That's it. I'm just pissed off at this stuff.
I have a theory. I'll pause it afterwards. Go ahead.
Hold on. So if you think you're an indie company, then don't put it on TV. Don't do none of this stuff. Do not put these shows so early. Put this stuff out on time, so on a time where everybody can enjoy it. What? Nobody can stay up late on a Sunday night. Hello, WrestleMania. They do all that stuff all the time to us, for crying out loud. Anyway, but yeah, this, even though I won, look at that. I'm sounding off on this stuff because I'm getting pissed off that this show was so early and I couldn't get to enjoy it, and I was not going to go rolling back to watch it after I knew the results of this stuff. I like watching it live. That's my thing. You guys want to add to this?
I'm with you there. I like watching it live too. I don't need the image. I don't need the image. I just find it funny that with the smaller brands, like AAA and Impact Wrestling, it seems as though they go in the two opposite directions. With AAA, they go on way too late, and then I usually fall asleep by the time the main event comes around. Not because it's not entertaining, but because it's
super late,
so damn late in the evening. And then with Impact, sometimes it's just, oh yeah, it's over, and then you're just like, what? I was expecting to watch this around 8 o'clock on a Sunday night.
What about in terms of stuff on the West Coast in Las Vegas? They do late shows.
They do late, yeah. They're very susceptible to the time zone thing. I have a theory as to why Impact went early with this. I think they did it as a courtesy to all the parents with kids that have their kids starting up school again.
Really?
I'm just trying to be supportive here. Maybe the wrestlers have kids that have to go to school.
There, I'll buy that one. Hey, Steve. Can we wrap up early? I gotta take my kids to school tomorrow.
I gotta get home early in the morning. I can't miss my flight.
Wife doesn't like me being home late. What? Anyway, back to this thing over here. Sami Callihan versus
Dookie or something like that.
Yeah, you see, I'm not gonna say it. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Dookie. I said Dookie. But I know and I'm wrong.
That's probably not how his name is spelled, but maybe it is. Who knows? Or pronounced, rather.
But I'm trying to avoid not saying it, but I'm not. I don't care anymore. Dookie. Anyway.
Either way, he didn't win the match.
And he got the Dookie kicked out of him by Sami Callihan. As you can see in that picture there. But that chair is bent.
Oh, gosh.
If it wasn't Dookie, it is now.
Oh, my God.
This guy.
Anyway, here we go. The scoreboard is now it's getting out of reach for everyone except for me.
No, it was out of reach. No one was going to touch you at that point with that damn lead, unfortunately.
Here's the one that didn't get the perfect score. This one.
Thank goodness.
So the Bullet Club beat the World, and I don't know. They were celebrating at the end, is what I heard. And I was surprised. You're giving Josh Alexander, you're putting him on a losing team. Come on, man. And even in that picture, he looks out of place out of that one. Let me hold on. Let me a second. Let me just see something. You have any information on this, Ric-Hard? Do you?
No, I don't have any information. I'm just under the impression that because wasn't Bullet Club a big deal in New Japan? I guess that's why they won.
Huge deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's why they won. So.
Okay, so what I have here is what I have is Alexander squares off with Kenta as Alexander counters a GTS into an ankle lock. PCO dives through the ropes, crashing into a sea of humanity on the outside. PCO flies again, this time with a PCO salt from the top. Finley gets his knees up on a splash, and DKC then hits a power bomb to win. And I guess they pinned PCO. So I don't know. Congratulations, the Bullet Club,
on beating the World.
Yeah, and it didn't give me a point, so I'm kind of pissed off about that.
I am super proud of the Bullet Club for stopping Lose Momentum.
Could have had 2 points. So yeah, there is a score now. Everyone's getting a little bit closer. Sorry, main event Jeff.
Yeah, main event Jeff did not have a good night.
Next matchup, Leo Rush and Trey Miguel versus Takahashi and Mike Bailey.
Takahashi. Mm-hmm.
And there we are, Leo Rush, actually with a smile before he quits again, how we always think.
He's telling his partner, "Hey, I'm about to retire again after this match."
And he's like, "Hey, Ricochet, where'd you get that hair?"
Oh my god.
He's like, no, I'm Trey Miguel. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
It's like, wait, I thought you were Prince Puma.
Hey, by the way, Gamers Addict Show, what's up? How you doing? Hey, I don't know why you're not
Hey.
putting in predictions, but whatever. We have pictures for that. The scoreboard at this time by the multiverse, I have a comfortable lead.
Oh yeah,
there
by
we are.
this
You see it
point,
there.
there was it was
Yeah, we have the final
it was
match.
a dumb deal.
Tanahashi
Here we go.
versus Alex Shelley, which is, I guess they were promoting it. This one match I did get to watch. It was the master against the student. I guess Tanahashi took Alex Shelley under his wing and showed him a lot of things, I guess, in New Japan. Besides wrestling, I guess. You know, like the great spots to hang out and stuff. I don't know. But it's student versus the master. Student won, which again, I don't know why I feel bad for the New Japan champions that are coming in to have promotions in the US to have them lose.
No, Lou, 100%. This whole show felt like just, oh, you're from New Japan? Congratulations, you're losing.
Yeah, like
like with exception of like one or two matches, it was just, yeah, we're having the Impact guys win. So I don't know what's going on with New Japan not getting wins here, but they gotta they gotta negotiate better deals or something. But then again, you know, maybe they're just very humble. They're like, hey, we're visiting America as a promotion. We'll let you guys go over.
no, but they have no promotion here. They're strong. It's strong. It's New Japan strong.
I know. I'm just saying, you know. Sometimes it seems like Impact guys win more than New Japan guys on these.
Yeah, and Impact guys, AEW guys,
except for maybe on the pre-show. AEW guys for sure. When it's AEW, forget it.
Yeah,
it's just straight through the board. AEW wins.
All
The forbidden door that they're not afraid to cross is losing. That's the forbidden door at New Japan isn't afraid to open. Just the losing door. And there you go. That's the final result, unfortunately. Yeah, shut up. Shut up. You want a sound off? I'll give you a sound off.
Uh-oh. Go for it.
Go ahead, Lou. You got a stupid graphic. Go ahead. Put it up. We know what the graphic is.
Oh, you want to see the graphic? Okay. Here's the graphic you've been waiting for. That's the scoreboard, how it goes. And, of course, here's the one you want to see. 17, baby!
We'll be right back with all in predictions right after this break.
Went.